Hi Scorpio, thank you for joining me for your August general read. Please remember this is general, so it's not going to resonate for absolutely everybody, and that includes cross-watchers. As always, you can switch the energies around if it applies, but never try and force a timeline to fit your own story. So some parts will be for you and other parts will be for another Scorpion. Okay, also if you are cross-watching, please do not take anything that comes out of this read as a personal attack. Okay, I have to be honest about what I'm seeing in the cards, and sometimes it can be quite unpleasant to hear. So just bear that in mind, cross-watcher, that it might not necessarily be your story. Okay. I often give shout outs to other YouTube creators, and today's shout out is for my lifelong friend Simon, who has got a historical storytelling channel over at the Floating Monastery, and he also tells stories based on mythology as well. So you might want to go check his channel out. It's really interesting. Okay, right. So that was the Floating Monastery. Right, Scorpio Collective, please, for August. Okay. Okay, Scorpio, first card out, the Lovers. You could be dealing with a Gemini, or you could have Gemini somewhere in your chart. It's a card all about making a decision. It's a card of partnership. It's a card of balance. It can indicate a soulmate connection. There's something to do with some kind of soul contract. It's about duality, balance, friendships as well can be. Okay, we've got two major arcana here, back to back, Scorpio, and when you see major arcana like that, very close to each other, it indicates a profound change, right? You've got the Moon, and that is the major arcana for a Pisces, so you could be dealing with a Pisces, or equally you could have Pisces somewhere in your chart. You've got the Queen of Cups, that's Cancerian. The Ten of Coins, that's Virgo energy. The Two of Swords is Libran, and the Four of Swords is also Libran. I am being directed here to rearrange these cards ever so slightly. Right. Okay, see with this, Scorpio, this combination here. The Lovers and the Moon, right? This is a secret admirer. The Moon, fear, secrecy, illusions, dreams also, and the Lovers. There's a secret admirer here in your energy. This is someone who is basically it's like they've been denying their feelings and emotions towards you, right? And this is something that hasn't come out. Also, with the Queen of Cups, this is where the energies get really interesting, right? Because the Queen of Cups by itself, the energy indicates basically someone who is like a kind, caring, giving, compassionate, a homemaker, someone who, the shadow side, they can give too much away of themselves and not keep back enough for themselves. So it's kind of like bending over backwards to keep everyone else happy. Now, the energy is upright, however, its meaning changes again because it's come out right next to the Moon. And this is basically someone who can come across as being a bit melodramatic, someone who is engineering drama. It comes across as someone who is deluding themselves, right? With that particular combination, it's not a great energy. So this is telling me that there is some Scorpio here who are questioning themselves as to whether or not they have been deluding themselves about this particular connection, right? And equally, the individual that you've been dealing with, Scorpio, is they're being led by their fear, right? So it's like 1 minute you can feel their energies, and then the next minute it's gone completely. They've been basically denying their feelings and emotions towards you. They've been fighting with themselves, basically. And because you've picked up on their energy, in turn, it is making you feel as if you quite possibly imagined this individual's emotions towards you. You're feeling as if you quite possibly might have deluded yourself about this particular connection, okay? The outside influences that are affecting you at this time: 10 of coins, 2 of swords, 4 of swords. So your outside influences at the moment, it's like you've kind of had to put this on the back burner for now, because it's too on and off, it's too hot cold, it's too fickle, and you do not have time for anything that is fickle, okay? Because it's that stagnation. You don't do well with stagnant energy. You really, really don't. You like to keep things moving. And because this hasn't been moving, although you've been feeling it on and off energetically, physically, it's not been going anywhere, right? So you've completely sort of temporarily brushed it under the carpet for now, so that you can deal with it at a later date, basically. But it's certainly not something that is constantly in your mind. It's certainly not at the forefront of your mind, because what's at the forefront of your mind is your 10 of coins, your home, your finances, your stability, your career also. That is the card of generations. So you're currently working extremely hard, bringing home the coin, and you're at a really good stage now. For some of you, not all of you, for some of you, you're at the stage where you can actually start to plan for your future now, because you've been building up your finances. Right? You've been focusing on building up a financial safety net. And for some of you, not all of you, you have actually been putting a little bit into your savings as well. So that's really where your energies are going. And also, I'm being drawn towards the sort of stormy, cloudy sky in the background. So this is telling me that you've been secretly doing this. You've been secretly working on your finances, and you're keeping your financial success a secret, okay? Which that's really, really clever, because obviously you don't want users coming in and, you know, abusers trying to sneak back into your life just to see what they can take from you, because you are very, very giving, and you can sometimes fall foul to giving away too much of yourself and not keeping back enough for yourself. You do it with everything. Your emotions, your time, your energy, and your finances also. But more recently, you've been very strict with yourself, where your finances have been concerned. The 2 of swords and 4 of swords, I'm not strictly feeling that as your energies, Scorpio. Your energy is quite enmeshed with the individual that you've been dealing with, right? Because there is this element here of you mirroring each other, right? You are currently guarding your heart and guarding your emotions. You're currently guarding your secret success. You're currently being very smart and very sort of level-headed, right? You're also waiting for the individual that you've been dealing with to make up their bloody mind, right? Because this is an impasse, a crossroads. I know what I have to do. I just need some time. This is their energy towards you. They are currently resting, rejuvenating, reevaluating, reassessing also. They are currently taking some time out away from the hustle and bustle that is currently around them, because again, looking at this card, yes, the figure in the card is meditating. He seems quite relaxed and peaceful. However, what's all around him is dark and cloudy skies. So there's chaos and confusion around this individual, and they're currently taking some time out away from, I'm feeling the opinions of others with this one, right? And they're going to come to a decision. The fact that they haven't yet made that decision, that is what's causing the stagnation in this connection. And you've done the exact correct thing here by not hanging around and waiting for them to make up their mind. It's like you're charging ahead with the things that you need to get on with, regardless of whatever decision this individual comes to. Is there anything else for Scorpio, please? Thank you. Okay, so we've got the Queen of Wands. That is Aries energy, and it's the energies of someone who it's a very spiritual energies. It's someone who understands the laws of the universe and works in harmony with them. It's that sort of esoteric energies, basically. It's someone who comes across as quite mysterious, quite secretive, and it's like it's someone who observes others. It's someone with a very good sense of self, and on the face of it, comes across as quite sort of fiery, passionate and confident. Eight of Coins, that's Virgo energy, and that's hard at work perfecting your craft. Right. This is in your outcome. I'm going to wait before I say too much. Anything else? Oh, okay. Right. Okay. So we've got the Empress. You've got the King of Cups, that is Scorpion energy, and the Six of Coins, that's Taurus energy. Right. I didn't want to jump too far ahead, because this is in your outcome. And what I'm looking at here with this particular combination, with this, as I've already said, is a very spiritual card, right? Working hard, perfecting your craft. Somebody here is some kind of spiritual leader or teacher or healer. And in your outcome is you're going to be focusing really, really heavily on perfecting your craft. Some of you are actually making a living from this, as well as helping others around you and helping to this is part of your spiritual journey, basically. This is you following the path that you were always supposed to be on, right? We've got the Empress here, and this indicates a very happy outcome to your current situation when it appears towards the end of a tarot read, right? This is divine feminine energy. Again, it doesn't matter if you're male, female, anything in between. It's just the energies that we're reading, okay? It's someone who's very grounded, stable, secure. It's with this combination here, Scorpio, this is you building up your empire. This is you not allowing the energy of someone who is very wishy-washy and indecisive. You're not allowing them to lead you off your path, right? You're really dedicated here to your craft and to your spiritual journey. And it's showing me that you're going to be extremely successful at achieving your goals here. You've then got the King of Cups and the Six of Coins. So the King of Cups is someone who, they don't so much verbalise their emotions, but they're very good at showing their emotions, right? And then the Six of Coins is about equality, charity, equal give and take. It's a card of mutual respect for me. So with this combination, this is telling me that at some point, the individual that you've been dealing with is gonna not so much say how they're feeling, but they're gonna show you how they're feeling through support, through time as well. This is them basically getting a grip of the situation. This is them making a firm and decisive decision. It's also them coming out of this mental block, this mental energy, and following their heart straight towards you. And then your blockages, Two of Coins, it's Capricorn energy, Ten of Wands, that is Sagittarius energy. And under their Judgment, Pluto energy. Okay, that's the card of an awakening, an epiphany, asking for a second chance, somebody coming back around to you, asking for, you know, some of your time, asking you for forgiveness. It's Judgment. This is in your blockage, your current blockage. So this individual that you have been dealing with, they need to have this epiphany all by themselves. And again, that is another very spiritual card, okay? It indicates that the universe has been sending your person messages to the point where they probably thought that they were going borderline insane. I'm telling you, this individual has sat and questioned their own sanity, basically, because of the signs and the synchronicities. It was all really very much in their face constantly, and they thought that they were losing the plot, basically, and they haven't. It's literally just their spirit guides, the universe, that's been sending them these messages, trying to get them to have this awakening about what this connection is, right? There is definitely a soul contract here with Judgment, the Lovers. There's someone here that is involved in esoteric work, right? Again, it's very, very spiritual, the energies in this read. Backed up again with the Ten of Wands, where I was saying about how this individual, they felt that they were losing their mind, basically. They're dropping that burden now. They're coming out. It feels like a dark night of the soul with this. And also in your blockages, the Two of Coins, rebalancing the situation. So your blockage is basically, at the moment, this particular connection is still quite a bit off balance, right? Because This person has been too focused on denying what was right in front of them. Okay, and it's like you have balanced out your emotions. You've even balanced out your finances here as well for some of you. This individual is lagging quite a bit behind you, Scorpio, so that they're currently playing catch up, because you have long since come out of one of your dark nights of the soul. This individual is only just now breaking out of it, right? And we've got the Three of Cups. We got the Three of Cups right underneath there. And that particular combination pertains to a reunion rather than a third person situation. That's a reunion because it's come out with Judgment as well, right? This is a very sort of complementary energies, these two together, right? Because it's indicating that during Scorpio season, and that is between October 24th and it ends on November 21st. So during your season, this individual is going to be reaching out towards you, basically, with the intent to have a reunion. And we've got King of Coins hidden under there, and the Hanged Man, again, another spiritual card. The King of Coins is Taurus energy, very grounded, secure, stable, financially independent, can sometimes be someone who is a bit too focused on finances. So this one, with the Hanged Man being right underneath there, this is they thought that they had to make some kind of sacrifice, and financial sacrifice, to be in this connection with you. And they're discovering now that actually that's not the case. That is not the case at all, because they're seeing that you're more than fine by yourself. Ten of Coins and the Empress. I mean, seriously, you are more than self-sufficient, right? So it's kind of like every time they tell themselves, oh, but I can't invest in this connection because this, that, and the next. It's almost like they were coming up with excuses not to follow their heart, because it's here. You've got the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. That's a pair. That's two of the same suit. That's a matching pair. And also, they're not looking at each other either. So this is telling me that either there's no communication currently, or it's very, very limited and brief. Further clarity, please, for Scorpio. Mirroring each other, self-image. Relationships reflect our wounds and introspection. There's you've both been triggering each other as well, not deliberately, accidentally. It's like this particular connection has been dragging up old painful memories for both of you. It's all been deliberate, basically, like spiritually deliberate, not human deliberate, so that you can both sort of work through your so that you can do the shadow work, basically, that is required to get this kind of connection up and running. Okay, ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, and preparing for union. Yeah. And heart with key. Welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, and perfect. Yeah, it's like their ego aside, because it is here, right? Their ego aside, they're actually really sort of smitten about this particular connection, but it's like their realities have not allowed them to further explore this connection. It's like, because they've definitely got chaos and confusion in their physical surroundings, right? That internally they've got this thing with their a little bit of ego, where they didn't want to make any sacrifices for this connection, financial sacrifices. I mean, it's those issues aside, this individual is really, really smitten with you and with the potential of this connection. It's like you've had, with that card, you've had a very, very profound effect. Oh, okay. Beauty, grace, loveliness, integrity of form and spirit. Beauty. What this individual is withholding from you, Scorpio, is they view you as a beautiful soul, right? This particular card is not just about external beauty. It's all-encompassing beauty. It's someone who is beautiful on the outside and the inside. It's someone who accepts others for who they are. It's someone who doesn't try to change anybody else to fit whatever image they've got in their head, basically. This is showing up as how your person is viewing you. They know that you will accept them in their true authenticity. They know that they are not going to be expected to change anything about themselves. It's just basically total acceptance. But again, there's something here in this individual's energies where it's like they're trying to think of reasons not to. It's almost as if, Scorpio, they've got it in their head, if something's too good to be true, then it usually is. So it's like they're trying to take a step back and think, hold on, that there's something weird here, because everything so far, it seems to be too perfect. Further clarity for Scorpio, please. Oh, okay. Right, so we've got Blue Moon. Believe in the impossible. It says, I'm lucky, you're about to get a rare chance. Miss this chance and it might not come back anytime soon. What happened may only happen the once. The person that you're inquiring about is a rare find. If you can believe it, then you can achieve it, and the situation is unlikely to repeat. This, Scorpio, this is a card of serendipity, right? There's going to be an opportunity here for both of you to have this out, right? They are seeing you as a rare find, okay? And I'm feeling that despite their current wishy-washy energies, the feelings, the emotions, the connection, it's still there. And I'm not seeing that this individual is actually going to let you go that easily. To be completely honest here, you've got a new moon in Scorpio. Work through your fears, have some sexy time. Time to let go of lingering resentments, make an investment, a deep and transforming rebirth. Okay, so your finances, they're suggesting here to make a very careful and well thought out investment plan. Okay, it's time for you to make your finances work for you. Okay, there is heavy indications here that the individual you've been dealing with is going to work through their fears. They're going to try and figure out why this connection is scaring them so much, and that they're going to stop avoiding the issue, basically, right? indications of some intimate moments, and this connection is going to go through a transformation, a very profound transformation. Also, you've changed this individual simply by you accepting them for who they are. You've changed them. It's like they view life completely differently from how they used to, purely because of your kindness and your acceptance. Have a healing message, please, for Scorpio. Okay. Odin. Wow. It says, seek guidance to resolve an issue, gather knowledge from a variety of sources, respect experiences. It takes time to develop wisdom and knowledge, so be patient. It says the All-Father, he hangs from the great tree. It's the hanged man. Pierced between life and death, waiting upon the word to reveal itself patiently. Wise sacrifice serves us and honours him. Odin, who was referred to as the All-Father because of his position as a protector and a leader of both gods and humans, was perhaps the most honoured of all Norse gods. He was considered the wisest of all gods, and the most well-known of his children is the thunder god Thor. Odin is a key figure in the Viking mythology. He features in many wonderful stories, most of which have as their theme the pains that one must undergo to obtain wisdom. Odin is often depicted as having just one eye, as he exchanged the other for a sip of the well of wisdom when he was on his way to the world tree Yggdrasil. The single sip enabled him to see far, know much, and listen to all of the stories of the world, which made him very wise indeed. Odin has a subtle duality. He was both a god of bloody war and death, and a god of storytelling and intelligence. Warriors honoured him before battle, for they hoped to enter his hall, Valhalla, if they died in combat. Fathers and teachers honoured him too, in hopes that they would be wise and protective of the children in their care. Those who wished to glimpse their future or gather wisdom through an oracle could use the oracular tool that he discovered. The runes, which were symbols most often carved on bone, wood or stone, and are featured in this deck. To obtain the runes from the Well of Word, Odin hung himself from a branch of Yggdrasil and pierced himself with his spear and peered down into the shadowy waters below, remaining there for 9 nights until the runes revealed themselves to him. Odin teaches us that education and listening to the wisdom of others is invaluable to our growth and development. The more that we know about a situation, the better we can assess it. Therefore, research is rarely wasted. Odin also suggests that we consult those with direct experience of a topic upon which we seek information. If we need guidance in any situation, we can turn to Odin, and he can guide us towards the answers that we need. This particular energies is telling me, Scorpio, that either you or the individual that you've been dealing with has been researching what this particular connection is, right? For some of you, this is feeling quite a bit like a twin flame situation. For others of you, that there is some other kind of soul contract here, right? Either you or they have been heavily researching about what this connection is to try and make sense of the situation, basically. This research and wisdom is basically building up confidence in both of you, that this connection is not an illusion. What does Scorpio need to release, please, at this time? Surrender worry. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. Yeah, so try not to allow, I know it's easier said than done, especially in more current times, but try not to allow your anxieties and your worries to take charge of the situation, because that could accidentally restrict your energies, basically. See, with the Empress energies, it's indicating that currently you're in a sort of very receptive energy, a very nurturing energies, and you don't want your worries and your anxieties to kind of stifle that a bit. Have you got anything else for Scorpios, please? And also remembering as well, with the amount of mirroring that's in this read, these cards are very much mutual energies, all right? So cross-watcher, those messages there with those two cards are very much for you as well as for Scorpio, okay? Okay, right, so we've got air. Okay, so this is indicating that you might be dealing with an air sign, which is Gemini, Libra or Aquarius. But more importantly, it's an energies of clarity, truth, communication, okay? This is the energy that you need. You're needing this right now because it helps to break stalemates and stagnation. It helps with wise decision making, and it's also an energies of mutual understanding. It's the energy of seeing clearly and objectively. It's an energy of focusing on the facts. It's also an energies of understanding as well. This is exactly what you're needing to utilize right now, is air energy. Got anything else, please, for Scorpio? It is indicating that there's going to be a breakthrough, basically. Right, so we've got Aries. Some of you could have Aries in your chart, or you could be dealing with an Aries. It's an energies that's all about you, your appearance, first impressions, and your style as well. It's a fiery, passionate energy. Aries also shares your Mars planet as well, and that's a planet all about actions and desires. So what I'm seeing here is the individual that you're dealing with, they are going to have a breakthrough and they're going to start taking action on their desires. There you go, Mars. And Capricorn. Capricorn energy, that is all about career, reputation, your profession. It's all about the things that you do to earn a living. It's a very sort of grounded energies as well. Interestingly enough, the earth energy of a Capricorn, it can sometimes take on a fiery intensity. And they think that it's through cardinal qualities that does this, right? And it's interesting because there is obviously a lot of fire here. It's a very ambitious energies as well, and Capricorn are known for achieving their goals, basically. They set their targets and they really go ham for it. Regardless of whoever or whatever else is in the way, basically. So I'm seeing that you're trying to stay focused on what you're currently doing. You're trying to stay focused on building your own empire. In the meanwhile, this individual that you're dealing with is going to have a breakthrough and they're going to start taking action towards their desires. This is where I'm going to have to give a little bit of a warning though, okay? because of the Aries, the Mars and the Capricorn, right? These very, very ambitious energies, right? Very forthright, very sort of, once the decision's been made by them, that there is not going to be any swaying, basically. They're just going to, it's going to be like being, it's like they're using their drive, their passion, their ambition, their need to succeed to get them through. I'd just keep a lookout for that, because I am picking up here on a really, really ambitious energies. I'm feeling that you're not necessarily going to see this person coming, okay? That's what I'm getting. Right, so for those of you who are easily offended at swearing, then your read has ended now. Thank you very, very much for watching. And for those of you who don't give a shit, then this is a Rebel deck. This is what I use at the end of the beginning month reads, so they don't show up sort of mid-month romantic reads, for example. It's very brutal, blunt, to the point. It can be quite offensive as well, okay? It works in exactly the same way as all of the other tarot and oracle, where it's for the viewers to decide what side of the table that they're sitting at for every single card that comes out. So it's all still completely interchangeable. Okay, so right, Rebel, because fuck it. You're a natural rebel, right? That's your thing. That's what you do best. If someone tells you that you cannot do something, you smirk and say, we'll see about that, and then you go ahead and do it. And you don't just do it, it's like you ace it as well. You're very, very good at not so much putting egg on others' faces, but you're very good at giving them the whole fucking omelette, right? That's your thing. For the person that you've been dealing with, they're more restricted and restrained than that. So it's very much like they're taking a leaf out of your book through what you've taught them already, which we've already seen. They're leading by your example, and they are going to rebel. They're going to rebel and make a beeline, an ambitious beeline, unstoppable also with Aries, Mars, Capricorn. That combination is unstoppable. Straight towards you, and they're not going to give so much about what others might have to say about it. You're being shady. Watch out, shit could get ugly. That's them. By them not saying, that's shady. Get some fucking sleep. You're being an ass because you're fucking tired. Face to pillow now. That's definitely yours. You need some fucking yoga in your life. Ancient shit is cool. And you've got a feeling that you just can't shake. That little voice inside you, listen to that shit. Yeah. That is mutual energies. Mutually. That nagging little voice in your head that keeps telling you that there's something here, that there's something out of the world that's going on here. You've both, to some extent you have as well, but them mostly have been trying to ignore that. It's paying attention to your own intuition. It's finally listening to your soul's journey, basically. That's very much mutual energies. Right, so that is what I have for you, Scorpio. Please do get in touch if that has resonated for you, because I don't know what it is I'm reading, right? I just have to trust my cards and the other messages as and when they come in. I do read all of your comments. I try to reply to as many as I can, but I absolutely do read them and appreciate every single interaction on my channel. Thank you so much to all of those who have already supported my channel as well. You all rock. It's been absolutely amazing. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notifications bell as well, because that will give you an alert every time I upload a brand new video as well. So it keeps you up to date with everything. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, then that information can be found in my pinned comments and in my descriptions box below. Yeah, so thanks again, Scorpio. Please do take care out there, and we shall speak again soon. Bye.